Thank you so much for joining us in a new episode of A Day in the Life of a Virtual Latino. Today, I have Sofia from Mexico joining us. Thank you so much, you guys, also for tuning us today. Sofia, how are you? How is your day so far?
Hi, everyone. My name is Sofia, as Jen introduced me. My day is going actually really well. It's actually Black Friday, so we have a ton of work to do. But I'm so excited because we're having a lot of sales and we're doing actually great.
Oh, yeah. And she mentions Black Friday because she's actually with her client is from the e-commerce, but in the fashion industry. So related to fashion, guys, you know that sometimes we like shopping. So tell us a little bit about your role and especially what you do related to the clients, in this case, industry, which is fashion, right?
Yeah. So I'm a customer service specialist. Basically, what we do is answer all the tickets from the customers. They sometimes have questions about sizing, about restock, or maybe they just have like sizing issues that they might just want to resolve. And that's basically what we do. We answer all of that. My role is to encourage people basically to contact us and to relate about what our company does, which is give a mark in the fashion industry to people who are in the LGBTQ community.
Oh,
so cool, it's actually like really cool. We have a mission and we plan to follow that mission with the community.
Oh, and it's just clothing, or you also maybe have a shoe line too?
No, at this moment we only have clothing. Basically, it's just like menswear inspired for the LGBTQ community. And yeah, they tend to be formal.
Great. Now I have here in my notes that you are a communication student and you love sitcoms. Your preferred one is The Office, right?
And I was thinking that it's actually kind of ironic that I love The Office, though I love working from home, so.
Yeah, it's pretty ironic, but it's also cool. I mean, we all had experience working in offices, and that gave us also the professional background that we need to also work remotely. So yeah, being in an office is something that we kind of share sometime, and maybe you miss, the human contact mostly about working in an office. But yeah, working from home is nothing compared. And I think that I probably wouldn't want another office job since I started working remotely. And now talking about working remotely, you told us also that you have experience working remotely because of the pandemic, right? Since the pandemic, you started working remote. Can you tell us a little bit about that shift and how did that happen?
Yeah, so I was working as well in customer service, but I was working in an office. Then suddenly in 2020, I think everyone had this pandemic experience of what's going on, what's going to happen. Yeah. Like we can go out of our houses. So what are we going to do? We need to work. So people, the leaders sent everyone home and they were just like, okay, take your computer, take your headphones. That's it. You're going to be working from home. So it was like a shift because I have never worked from home. And I think that it was not popular back then.
Yeah.
So it was kind of difficult. Like I was missing my friends. I was missing having this human contact. But I didn't miss commuting. I didn't miss like having dead times where I had nothing to do. And I was just like, I'm going to be out of here in 4 hours and I still have to do this at home. So it was kind of funny that we were missing some things, but at the same time we were loving others. But yeah, I would love to work from home like all my life.
Yeah, completely. And now that you said commuting, for example, now that you don't have to commute, what are you spending that specific time on right now? Like the time you used to go and commute for your work?
Well, right now, as I'm going to college, it is more difficult. So I sometimes do homeworks, I exercise, I go to the gym, I take some classes there. So I think that not having to commute, it's actually great because it allows me to go to the gym, to maybe even cook. If, for example, I have like 1 hour break, well, okay, or I don't have anything to do in this hour. It's just like, okay, I'm going to, I don't know, to make myself some snack. I think I have a more balanced life now that I'm working remotely.
Completely. And yesterday, did you have any holiday because of Thanksgiving, which is more common, in the USA and everything? Did your client give you any break for the work or something for Thanksgiving?
Yes, I actually didn't work yesterday. So it was actually great. And like the team shared some of the experience they had. They were like really grateful at that time. They even sent us a message about Thanksgiving in general and thanking us, which was actually really cute.
Yeah. I mean, they consider you a lot. And that's important. And when you go inside of work and be it, in an office job, and now that we're working remotely, and especially when you work remotely, it's more challenging to feel that warmth, from people because you are behind a computer actually. But it's good that they feel you actually included, and they warm you all the time, and they gave you especially a pretty warm welcome, I guess. How long have you been working with the client?
I've been working with the client for about almost 3 months. Like on December, we have 3 months working together, but they actually been great. I think that even though we've been working remotely, they even showed me the office. They showed me how they work. They tend to make me part of the activities they have, even if they are like in person. They try to make me part of the team, which actually I believe
gave you like a virtual tour of the office, right?
Yeah,
that was cool. I bet our audience would like to know a little bit more about you. Do you have any specific hobbies? Maybe do you have pets?
I have pets. I have a corgi. I love her. Her name is Molly. She's not here with me, unfortunately. I'm actually looking into having a pet here in Mexico City because it's hard being alone. Exactly. About my hobbies, I believe it's watching sitcoms. I like to go to Pilates, and I like reading. And
how does remote work help you have more like work-life balance? You mentioned before that you feel like your life is balanced now. How can you feel like it's balanced right now?
Yes, I believe that if you commute, you don't have a lot of time for you. And most of the times people, when you're working in an office, are like, oh, but you can do these. And it's like, okay, it's 5 o'clock. I have to go out. I'm sorry. Or people don't tend to see more about your life when you're working in an office. And I believe that when you're working remotely, sometimes when you show, I don't know, your leaders, your pets, they get to know your house, they get to know a lot of situations going around you. They tend to know you better, I believe. So they try to understand and they create that empathetic like bond with you, or that's been my experience. And I think that I have time to even meditate. Like that was something that I wasn't doing when I was working at an office. But right now, when I have like some breaks, I just take some breaks to meditate or to stretch or something. I do something like even walk a little bit just to feel like I'm doing something and I'm moving my body. But when you're working at the office, you just have to be sitting all the time and at your desk. And when you're here at your home, you have the possibility to do a lot of things. And even you can travel more. I haven't done that. I'm going to on January. I'm going to work directly from Cancun. I'm going on the weekend. I'm staying there 1 week, but I'm going to be working from there. So I think those are the benefits of working remotely.
Actually, we were in Cancun. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, because internally we have a summit, the yearly summit that you have for the team, and it was awesome. I haven't been in Cancun before, and I just absolutely loved it. I mean, the color of the sea and the sand and just the weather, it was amazing. And I live at the beach too, but it was amazing, seeing like this different color of the ocean and the sand and everything. Yeah, Cancun is beautiful. Do you consider maybe yourself a digital nomad?
At the moment, no, because I have college here, so I have to go. But I would love to be at one point. like maybe live at the beach sometimes, visit some cities, visit some towns all around. And I believe that working remotely allows you to. I'm working part-time at the moment here with Virtual Latinos, which I believe it's great because it gives you like enough money to visit another places, but at the same time, it gives you the possibility and it gives you the time to do it. So
what is one thing that surprised you from Virtual Latinos the first time maybe that you entered our community, or when you got hired, or anything that maybe you found wow about our process?
I think that the process, it's hard, but at the same time, it gives you the exact client that, like, it matches you with the right people. That's what's amazing about it. Like at the beginning, I remember that I joined Virtual Latinos like 3 months before I got my first client. And I was feeling like, oh my God, but why I'm not getting this client if I had this interview? And time passed and I was just like, okay, like the rates are amazing. The schedules are great. And I was just feeling like, okay, I believe that my qualities or that my skills match with that client. When I had this interview with this client, it was so smooth. It was an interview like I had never had. And the same day, they were just like, okay, you were chosen. And I was just like, oh, it's great. Because I feel that that Virtual Latinos allows you to connect directly with your client, not just like a work relationship type. Like it allows you to be willing to do your best in order to give something to the mission of the client's business.
And I really love your answer, because I was just having another interview for another episode of A Day in the Life of a Virtual Latino. And this VA told me the same exactly answer. I mean, the process is long, but it's worth it, because actually Virtual Latinos worries we care about finding the best match for the VA. We don't care just to put a VA with the client. No, we care about also that the VA feels fulfilled with the job that they're having, and they have like expectations about their career and they feel happy. So it's a win-win situation for both of them. The client gets a good professional, and also the VA gets a good client that will actually fulfill their expectations. So now that you mentioned that, it's great to hear that most people think that about us, because that's actually our main goal. Right? Not just putting a VA with a client and that's it. It's just making a perfect match. Any last advice that you would like to give to the people that are watching your interview and maybe are thinking about going to remote work, or they have remote work experience, but they're struggling a little bit with it?
The best advice I would give is keep doing your best in order to get to the right people. Take courses, specialize, even like watch some videos on YouTube that are free. Maybe join a community of people that are free, maybe on Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, even that are not from Virtual Latinos specifically. Join the community. Start thinking about how would you feel if you were someone from the US and you had a business and you were like, okay, I want a virtual assistant. What would I be looking for someone to take care of my business virtually? Yeah, just that. And be patient. Like the best things we have in life are meant to be at a specific time, not at the time that you would love to.
Exactly. That's a pretty good advice. Thank you so much, Sofia, for this amazing interview. It was really nice talking to you. I hope you really like it as well. For you guys there watching, also, thank you so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for more episodes of A Day in the Life of Virtual Latino. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll be seeing each other again some other time. Bye-bye.